Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome to episode 32 of EU4 as Venice. Always nice to get through a game without it actually crashing. And I'm just trying to decide now what I am going to do next. I do still want to work into Italy. I do still want to take Gauls from Austria and probably at some point also try and take Tyrol from them as well. Get ourselves a nice little... If we could grab Trent and Tyrol, then we could split Austria in half and grab a couple of hills and a mountain province, including a gold mine. Could be really, really good for us. So, do we want to keep our current guy? Is the question. How old is he? He's 53. He's probably not going to be around long. We're working on an admin idea group. So, let us keep with an admin guy. And get our Republican tradition going back up as well. What about Tuscany? Could we attack Tuscany? We don't have a CB. They're allied with Great Britain and Spain, who would both come in, which is annoying. Austria is also currently in a war with Great Britain. Interesting. It's the Great British Conquest of Morbihan. So, the thing is, Great Britain, how much damage are you really going to do against Austria? Probably not much. Austria isn't allied to France, I don't think. Oh, Austria is allied with France. That's a bit of a bugger. So that makes life a little bit difficult. We will get opportunities to attack Austria. I guess we could go and do something against Hungary. Hungary are allied with the Papal State, Pomerania and Riga. Riga and Pomerania I don't give two hoots about. We could use that as an excuse to grab something from the Papal State, though. Do we have any CBs against you? Well, it doesn't matter because we'll start making some. Let's go and start fabricating on Bosnia. The Papal State, of course, at the moment is about to probably get eaten by Tuscany. And Naples has rebels. Well, at least they did a second ago. Well, they probably still do. I just can't see them because my ships are moving around. But we might as well start eating Hungary if we can't actually eat any more of Austria. And Hungary is my rival. At least I think we are. We were. Am I not rival to Hungary anymore? I'm rival to Great Britain. Could I rival Hungary? No, I can't even rival Hungary. Tuscany, Muscovy, France, and Austria. I'm rival to the Ottomans, Great Britain, and Spain. Okay, well, it'd still be nice to try and take some stuff from Hungary anyway. Just need to try and find a way to do something against Austria. Because if I were to declare war on Austria, France would come in and help them. Which is not a good thing. France and Austria being friendly is never good. You'd think, given the fact that they have a shared border, that maybe we just stay friendly with Austria a little bit longer. I'm going to offer them an alliance. Stay friendly with Austria a little bit longer. Do it nice and early so we can start gaining some favours, and use them to try and take Italy. And I'm sure at some point the Ottomans are going to try and attack me again. Let's go and improve some relations over here because they're looking a little bit low. What about these guys? Let's go and improve relations with the Commonwealth. We're probably already near capped anyway. And then we'll go back and try it again with France. We do need the Commonwealth to sort of build up. I'm suffering attrition here and I hadn't even noticed. Did I have a template for how I was building? 12, 2 and 10. Let's try and get them set up like that. So we want 12, 2 and 10. So we'll remove one of the cannons. We'll remove one of you. And right, so that's 24. You can go and stand in Dalmatia. Coastal province, it should be slightly safer. Anyway, truce with France has ended. You guys can go and move into Ragusa. Now, are you guys taking attrition? You guys are not taking attrition. And again, we want that same sort of configuration, 12, 2, and 10. A lot of these are our own guys here. 12, 2, and 10. So grab the rest of them. go and drop them off over here. Again, what we want to be trying to do in order to save some manpower is, while we're making lots of money, try and keep our infantry as mercenaries, and then use our own manpower for artillery and cavalry. Yep, Naples are having some real issues down there. We've got a military leader that has died. That is fine, I suppose. How are things going on over here in the New World? I'm not really bothered about the New World. I mean, I'm not taking any sort of exploration or expansion ideas, but the point is we could do, if we wanted. We could go over there and do some, but we've done colonising before in other games, so I'm not really bothered about doing that. Still some chance of rebellions, provincial unrest, mostly in the area that I've taken from the Ottomans. So again, I'm not too worried about that. There is a possibility of some Mamlukian separatists. Again, don't really care too much. We need another cavalry here. And we will need some more cannons. We're out of manpower. But I am going to go and break off 2 of the mercenaries. And we will go ahead and disband them. Just trying to get these 24 stacks together. And what I might want to do also, where are the rest of those heavies? Did I not have them in the queue? Apparently not. So we need to get a couple more heavies there. And what's Constantinople's build time like? Is there anywhere that would be particularly quick? Guess you're the fastest, only just. So that should complete our mission for us anyway. So that's not too bad. Lose 50 Diplo power or lose 5 Republican tradition. We're ahead on Diplo, so I don't mind losing a little bit of that. We'll keep fabricating claims against Hungary. Hungary are currently in a war with Tuscany. Tuscany is allied with Great Britain and Spain. If I were to declare war on you, both Spain and Great Britain would come in and help. That's why they're sieging out the Papal States there. I don't think Tuscany's going to take any of this. Land maintenance modifier plus 10%. That's not good. What is that actual war? It is the Tuscan conquest of Roma. Right, so Tuscany's actually trying to take over the Papal State. We need to get into Italy at some point. We just need to find a way of doing it. Now, what happens when pretender rebels? I think that just changes the dynasty. So, we can give the traders some more influence and the guilds can lose influence. Currently, the guilds have all the influence at the moment, and that is giving us, what now? Cheaper build costs and increased goods produced, but we could swap that for more global trade power. Might not be worth moving towards the traders. Traders gaining influence. And what does it actually give us there? Just power. Yeah, let's go for that. Start trying to work towards trade a little bit more. I think we probably do want to keep some of these forts, but maybe not all of them. I don't know. Having forts in adjacent provinces sometimes causes problems with zones of control. But I think overall, it will be fine leaving them there. It's great that we've got Hundervendigar, though. Doesn't even count as distant overseas. Which is nice, getting some more conversions done. The conversions are actually relatively quick now. Hundervendigar is almost cored. But I think we will start working on Alexandria. And that's not... forget, we could also go and start some pointless war down here. You guys are allied with Morocco and Tunisia. Recall our diplomat from Austria. We have reached high fervour. Stability gives us what? Reduced national unrest and increased diplo rep. Let's take that for the time being, just to remove some of that national unrest. Have you guys fabricated any claims on anything? Yep, you've fabricated claims on all of that. So we could go ahead and go to war with these guys. Get an army down there. Little bit risky. We've got a couple of armies though. We've got our transports. Let's go and take this army and get you down here. We'll use the auto transport. And then that way I don't have to keep my eye on it. Novgorod has joined the Protestant League. Now then, do we want to think about joining any of these leagues? Give us an excuse to actually attack or go to war with Austria. Everyone loves Austria. I don't think we're going to think about joining the league just yet. We want to wait a little bit and see how things progress. Maybe we want to also go ahead and unmothball the heavies. We can use them in the war to take some more land for our march. Now, our march hasn't been very good, and that's mostly because a lot of their provinces are very low development, and I don't think they can afford to actually... I just don't think they can afford to field a very big army. So if we can start taking some of these slightly higher development provinces, especially if we can take Tunis, I think we'll actually make them much stronger. And they've got basically claims on all of these provinces up to and including Tunis. So I'm going to try and take all of those for them if I can. Can't believe you're actually suffering attrition there. You don't have a leader, of course, which is slightly problematic. If we give you a leader, that gets rid of that problem. And we'll go and pick up the other 20 stack as well. We did want that to be an actual 10 stack, didn't we? Can we afford that? There we go. Make that up to another 24 stack. So we shouldn't have many problems here. Hundervendigar has now been cored, which means we should have slightly less unrest here. 1.7, it's mainly separatism. Non-accepted culture, of course. We've almost done a core here as well. And as the overextension goes away, that's also going to reduce the amount of unrest we get. Looks like that war has now ended. They did not take Rome. I don't actually have a claim on Rome, although it wouldn't necessarily stop me from taking it. And that would allow me to fabricate... Well, I can fabricate on Tuscany and Naples anyway, but it might be interesting. Manpower needs to recover. Keep Spain out of Italy. Yeah, we'd love to do that. Make friendly friends with Sweden. That we can certainly do. They already have a positive opinion of us. Let's go and improve relations there. Let's also go and improve relations with France. Do we need to keep improving our relations with our March? Yeah, we probably do. Do that for the time being anyway. I will need a spare diplomat to go and fabricate another claim on Hungary. We'll just wait for those 4 cannons to get there. Now, it said I was over my leader limit. How many leaders do I have? That's the wrong tab. We just have the 1 leader. We can have 2. Don't need an explorer. So we could just go ahead and hire another military leader. Not bad. Not great either, but not bad. So we can go ahead and assign him to that army. Let's group you guys all up. I think you're just about repaired now, and in fact you are. So we can get you down here. Always good to start more wars. Just waiting on 1 more unit up there. It's almost done. Making a decent amount of money. I don't think we actually have any loans. No, we don't have any loans. We do have a little bit of inflation, but it's not dangerously high. Just wait for that last cannon before we start that other war. So what I could do is I could go to war with Hungary and I could actually take Roma. It's probably worth it. It probably would be worth it. It is a 38 development province. Let's go ahead and finish that off. Tolerance of heretics. That will drastically reduce some of our... Oh, we can't improve our relations with Sweden anymore. That's interesting. So why is it only 55? Allied to rival. So I might as well cancel that mission then. Should have checked that before I took it. Fine, let's cancel the mission. That's not going to happen. Sweden's not going to like us. We're always going to be heretics. So, screw that. Come on, how long is it going to take you to finish that, that one last cannon? Lose 5 prestige randomly, because of course, why not? Provincial unrest is just in the one province. So we'll go and stand in there. 24, there we go. Let's get you guys on the boats. Let's get the boats down to... We'll move you there, actually, and you can go and move into this province. Should be fine. Recall our diplomat from France. That means we can go and fabricate claims on... Let's get Varazd. All good. Keep those heavies there. We are taking a little bit of attrition here. I think we can actually just go and start the war straight off, though, to be honest. You are allied with the Ottomans. We don't want to declare war directly on Tunis, but we can declare war on these guys. So we will declare a war. Tunis and Morocco won't actually come in if we declare on these guys. That's unfortunate, actually, because I'd like to attack Tunis. If I declared war on Tunis, yeah, the Ottomans would come in, which is unfortunate. And we don't have a CB on Morocco. I think we're just going to wait a little and see if we can get Morocco to come in with this war, because I want to take these provinces from Morocco, and I can't do that unless these guys call them in. So we'll probably have to wait for them to finish their... Well, they're not actually at war at the moment. So why wouldn't you come to their aid? Because of occupied and besieged provinces. War exhaustion. It's mainly that occupied and besieged provinces. Which is where? Oh well, we'll wait a little. We'll see what happens. We should be able to get some more military tech soon. We are massively ahead of time on military tech, though. Maybe we want to get another military idea group for our next one at 14. And we're currently only on 12. Yeah, we need to stop taking land for ourselves for a little while and start to recover some admin points. What is our focus? Our focus is actually on admin, making 12 admin points a month. And we've got a +3 advisor. That's about the best we're going to do, so we will just have to wait. Looks like Naples has still got some problems with his rebels. We could, of course, go and do the war against Hungary first. While we've got the troops down here, it'd just be nice if these guys would offer to join their war for them. That's the whole purpose of me being down there. Well, we'll wait a little while longer. It'll be quicker if I've got it unpaused. Still haven't really found a way that we can go to war with Tuscany yet. Tuscany are actually already at war with France. If we were to declare war on Tuscany, Spain would come in and help them, as would the Papal State. We'd have no allies, unfortunately. So what about if we went to war with Naples? If we declared war on Naples, Spain would come in, so would Tuscany, so would Portugal. I'd like to fabricate against Tuscany. We can do that, so let's go and fabricate a claim on Parma, maybe? Try and sort of work our way across here towards Savoy. Or Romana. Probably Romana. Let's go and start fabricating a claim over there on Romana. We'll start taking some of this land. We'll find a way of doing it. We will have a way. In the meantime, we're just regaining manpower. You still wouldn't come in to defend them. They're actually in debt. 365 ducats in debt. Once that goes away, they might be more willing to... come in and help them. So we'll wait another couple of months, see what happens. In the meantime, yeah, a little bit of unrest in Hundavendigar, that's not a problem. It's Ottoman separatists. Recall our diplomat. What we may be able to do... Nope, you don't need access. What we may be able to do is if we just split this army up and move them into both provinces, that might be enough to get rid of that completely. And we have a war to keep Spain out of Italy, rely more on trade income, manpower recovery. That's a lot to recover, and we are about to declare a war at some point. Would be nice if we could get Spain out of Italy. We might be able to do it. We'll take the mission for the time being. Come on, guys. I just need you to agree. Going to trade dispute. We need you to agree to come in and help them. Tunis. You're still in debt. Almost worth giving them money to get them out of that debt. Right, what have we got going on here? Sunni Zealots. Rosetta and Alexandria. Alexandria is being converted. Rosetta is almost done. I don't think we need to worry about the Sunni Zealots, to be honest. It should go by pretty quick. Leave those guys split there. I'm almost certain at some point the Ottomans are going to come and try to attack me again anyway, which would be really crappy of them, but it's thoroughly expected. So I just want to grab these provinces, feed them to Fezzan, and then after that we'll probably try and go to war with Tuscany. That said, if we do want to go to war with Tuscany, we want to try and do that as quickly as possible. Our current leader is how old now? 58. Probably a little bit old, so we'll go and take another bureaucrat. Try and keep building up Republican tradition, and just till we get a guy who is a little bit younger, might live a little bit longer. So we're not worried about Papal State. Papal State is a one-province minor. Spain coming in, of course, I think also brings in... It wouldn't bring in Portugal, it would bring in Naples. Maybe that's what we have to do. I think that's what we're going to have to do. I think we're going to bring our heavies back over here. And I think we are going to pick our guys up. And I think we're going to go and get ready to declare a war on Tuscany. We should also definitely make sure that we have some more claims on anything we can get from Naples, really. We are going to have to be careful of aggressive expansion. If we start taking stuff in the Italian regions. Obviously, Naples is still having to deal with their rebels. It'd be nice if they actually engage them, because it'll do them some significant damage. They'll take some significant losses. Let's go and pick the rest of our armies up. Done another conversion. That should be fairly quick, and we do have troops in the area. Now then, we're still not quite at our force limit. In fact, we are considerably below our force limit. So let's go and... not enough manpower to build our template. We'll probably wait till we're just up to 24k then. So we won't be starting this war until the next video. Which makes a lot of sense. We'll try and get up to some manpower. I'm actually just going to start running at speed 4 for a little bit. I should have been doing that for a while, actually. Let's pick you guys up, and we will drop you off over here. We might need to get our lights to help us, but I mean, France are currently fighting Tuscany anyway, so we might be able to grab some stuff from Tuscany. Might be able to get another claim going against them as well. Can't get a claim on the Papal State. That's not too much of a problem. Do we want to keep getting claims against Hungary? Might as well. Slavonia. Let's start working on that. We've almost got our first claim against Tuscany. And in fact, we have. Still not quite up to 24k manpower. Let's go and fabricate a claim on Parma. Start cutting them off from the rest of Europe. But we will continue this in the next video. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying EU4 as Venice. I'll see you guys next time. And until then, goodbye for now.